What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades, where we get technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert. I am just a random dude on YouTube, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some pretty bad medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money. And I'm happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm living pretty well off at the age of 23. So if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools to you guys, make this community a little bit better off than it was before, that's all I can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind dropping a like on a video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do upload every single day. So, quick shout out over to the guys at the Patreon, Joy, Edmar, Rafshawn, Albert, Flacco, everybody that's joined so far. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. They will have access to the private Discord, as well as real-time insight into my daily trading. And thank you guys so much for pushing us up over 2,500 subscribers. It is absolutely insane, the growth we've been seeing on this channel. I did just start 20 days ago, so we are absolutely rocking. I love what we're doing here in the community, and it is beautiful. So let's get right into the stock today. We are looking at ticker symbol NMTR, Meters Biopharma Incorporated. And this stock was brought up to me actually in the private Discord over at the Patreon, and I decided to look into it a little more closely, and I am liking what I'm seeing here. And honestly, if I'd seen the stock yesterday, if I'd saw this little bump in volume, we would have gotten in on this without a doubt. I would have put this up on the channel immediately, just like I did with JagX, and I would have said, hey, look guys, this is a buy signal. This is a huge buy signal. And you can see if we pull up JagX, we saw the exact same thing happen right before JagX popped off. You can see this little spike in volume, and it popped off. That same exact thing is happening right now with NMTR. And it could continue its trend, but we're going to take a look at the technicals and see some potential entry points, exit points, what we should expect, different indicators such as the RSI, the volume moving average, the volume weighted moving average as I was, and the EMA, the exponential moving average. I just added this in, and I'll give an insight into that in a little bit. But let's first look at what this company is. So I have their website pulled up, and I'll leave a link to everything in the description box if you'd like to take a closer look. I gotta slow down. You guys tell me I'm rapping. I just got so into the video, guys. I really love what we're doing. 9 Meters Incorporated is a rare and unmet needs focused GI company. The company is advancing drug candidates for short bowel syndrome and celiac disease. 9 Meters is led by a strong management team with a history of bringing novel therapeutics to market, and the company owns all global rights to their products, which are backed by more than 150 patents worldwide. And this is a big piece to me that really catches my eye, is the 150 patents worldwide. This is very similar to MVIS, and patents are pretty much guaranteed profit, right? They're guaranteed to make money off of those patents every year, as long as they don't sell them, right? But that is huge. They own the rights to these patents, and that should be a revenue hold for some time to come. Now I also have pulled up NMTR on Yahoo, and I just wanted to show you guys some of the stats on here. The market cap is fairly small. 337 million is the market cap, so not a very highly valuated company, but the upside does seem pretty decently high. Right now they're sitting at an overvalued price, as to be expected as we look at the charts here. They have grown since yesterday, 88 cents all the way up to $1.63. You're looking at a 100% return on this stock just in a single day. So not surprising to see that they're overvalued at this given moment. They are currently sitting at their 52-week high, $1.77, just a hair under that. They did touch that earlier in the day. And if we look here at the analysis or the financials, the analysis, we are looking at either a strong buy or a buy opinion on this stock. There are huge recommendations to buy this. It's got a 1.7 rating on a 1 to 5 scale, 1 being a strong buy, 5 being a sell. And I do think that this has some great potential upside. And personally, if I had some dry powder laying around, I would probably get into this stock. But I'm pretty tied up right now in Bionanogenomics. I did just get back into that stock today, and JagX. Those are my two quick swing day trading opportunities. And NMTR on StockTwits is looking at 11,000 followers. However, the traction and momentum that this stock is grabbing right now is going through the roof. They're up almost 170% in message volume, up 3.5% in sentiment, and on the day they are up 50.47%, and that is considering the fact that they gapped up, right? So do keep that in the back of your mind. This stock is hot right now. So with that being said, We have a pretty brief overview of what this company is, what they're looking like. It's not looking too bad. We're going to establish some levels of support and resistance on the chart right here. So I really do like $1.16. We do have, a couple of candles that are touching right here at $1.16. And then currently the next level of support that I am seeing is at $1.49, $1.50, and this makes sense because this was a prior level of resistance, a very strong level of resistance, and you can see right here, once we push through this, we did have a false breakout, retested a previous level of support we'll go over in a little bit, but we retested and shot through it. So that $1.50 mark is a huge level that I would watch for in the future. We are currently trading above that at $1.60, $1.59. And I'm really liking that. I also have pulled up the volume weighted moving average. This is an indicator that tells you, how the trend is going with volume taken into consideration. And that is this green line that you can see right here. So we are trading above the volume weighted moving average, however, not by a lot. And then I do have the EMA pulled up, the exponential moving average. And this is also an indicator of overall trend on the stock. And this is what you could call like the average valuation on a company, right? So based on the overall trend that we've been seeing over this last month, we are looking at $1.22 as the EMA value. Now that is different from the 1-day chart, obviously, because this is taking the exponential moving average on 1 day versus 1 month. So I have them both pulled up, that way you have an overall picture of both the macroscopic and microscopic view on the company. So you can see, if we look at the 1-day chart, they are currently trading underneath. We did see a pretty small pullback, rejection here at the resistance line at $1.75. And I assume that we're going to see some sort of price correction, maybe test out this level of support, look for a little bit of a bounce. But this stock does have some pretty solid momentum rolling right now, some pretty good hype. The trend is definitely upwards. It is very bullish territory. So I'd imagine that's how this is going to play out for the rest of the day. Now, I do also have pulled up the RSI indicator. This is the relative strength index. Anything over 70 is extremely overbought. Anything over 30 is oversold, and we are trading over 70 right now. So I do imagine this can play out a couple different ways. So, looking into tomorrow, we may see something along the lines of, let's say that we close at $1.55, right? $1.55, we may test out this level of support at $1.49, and we might see a bounce back up, or we might see a test at this level of support at $1.49, and then, a rejection. We see a little bit of price correction, and we could come down to this previous level of support at $1.16. There are different levels of support that are in here that we'll be able to see more clearly on the daily chart, but that is a couple different ways that this might play out. So I'm going to keep this personally on my watch list. I'm very intrigued by the stock. It is risky, right? There's a lot of risk involved in any penny stock. We are up over 100% on the day, or the last 2 days, I should say, excuse me. So, the downside, we don't really know how much this is going to correct by, right? We can't predict how much of a pullback is going to happen when we see this much of an increase in valuation and this much of an increase in volume, right? This is uncharted territory for the company, but the upside definitely seems extremely high, and I am really liking what I'm seeing right now on the technicals. So let's take a look real quick at NMTR on the 1-day chart. And we will establish some levels of support and resistance to keep in mind, potential entry points, exit points, etc. I'm really liking $1.24 as, one level of support down here. We do have 1, 2, 3 different contact points. If we come back, this seemed to act as a previous level of resistance, so I am really liking that. That's a huge indicator that this is a strong level to hold. If we can hold this, you see the price come down, test 124, and it bounce back up. That's probably a pretty solid entry point, right? But if we see $1.24, we test out this range, we come down, $1.24, we see some sort of bounce back up, right? Watch it for a couple of candles. We see it bounce back up, bounce back down, as so. Rejection. At that point, we're probably going to be testing out new lows, such as this $1.16 mark that you can see right here on the long-term macroscopic view of the stock. So that is a couple different ways that this could play out. Of course, I'm not a wizard. If I was, we'd be hitting everything. We'd be hitting balls out of the park on every single play. But I do think that this has some pretty high potential. I would not be surprised to see this continue its upward trend, this extreme buying pressure that we have seen out of the stock previously. So that is kind of what we're looking at right now. I did just recently get paid, so I think I'm going to put another $1,000 into my account, and I may get into this stock if it does get into this buy zone. So watch for an entry somewhere between $1.24 and $1.46, and if you can get this below $1.24, I like that even better. That is a huge entry point, and I'm just going to draw up one more level of support now that I'm looking at this. I'm looking at $1.11, and I like that as well. You can see that we had some resistance here. It is a pretty harsh resistance. That's a very long candle wick, and that is indicative of a previous level of resistance that I anticipate acting as a level of support in the future. So anything under $1.46, I'm very content with. $1.24 is even better. $1.11, $1.16. If you can get into this price zone, I think you're going to be cooking with absolute Crisco, guys. That would be some absolutely filthy margins of return. And if these guys hold up to a lot of the momentum and a lot of the hype that is pumping into this right now, I can see you guys reaching $3, $4, $5. $5 is what I've read from a couple of different analysts, and somewhere on the Yahoo Financial website, I did see overall holding, yep, right here. So it's projected to do well in the short term, in the midterm, and in the long term. They do have an upward bullish trend on all of these different time frames. So this can be played out a couple of different ways, right? You may want to consider getting into this as a either swing or day trade or a mid to long term investment. So I just wanted to present you guys the information and let you make your own financial decisions, but it does seem like a very solid play that has some great potential upside. So thank you for the guys over at the Patreon, the private Discord that we have set up. If it wasn't for them, this would not have been on my radar. I've said it before, I'll say it again. That is what is special about Trace Trades in our community, is we all work together to find these stocks and make money, guys. I could not do this by myself. I only have one set of eyes. I am only paying attention to so many stocks, and you guys bring my attention to a whole different field of stocks that were not even on my radar. So working together, we can do so much more than we can do by ourselves, and we're going to keep rocking and doing what we're doing out here at Trace Trades. So thank you guys so much. Please drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. It really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every day. And lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box down below for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month membership fee for. I absolutely love it. I recommend it to anybody. And if you click on the link, I do receive a commission off of you signing up. So that is a great way to support the channel. If you are a content creator or are looking to become one, it is I absolutely recommend it. I've grown from 0 to 1,000 subscribers in 17 days, and I highly attribute that growth to TubeBuddy. So if you're not interested, that's totally cool. Just glad to have you here as a part of the community and a part of the crew at Trace Trades. That is what I have for the video today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I will see you all next time. Peace.